Let's make a fun video that I think might turn into a series because recently I made an updated video on who to get with your vouchers. I made an old video on hero vouchers. A lot of you probably found me through this video, so welcome over the years, I should say. But I made an updated version with, Pharah and Clip and new heroes that have come around and plenty of my suggestions that no longer actually require a voucher, which is an awesome thing. In fact, in this video, I made kind of a mistake where I recommended, if I can even find her, I recommended Beetlejuice at one point, and it was unknown to me throughout the entire recording that she was one of the many heroes that just no longer requires a voucher anymore, and that is fantastic. It's so great to see such a strong hero not require a voucher, but what is not great is the fact that some people like to voucher heroes that are definitely coming back very soon, because as I've said in the past, every single voucher only saves you time. Every hero, more or less, other than birthday heroes and whatnot, I thought I had the menu open, they're essentially coming back. You're only saving yourself at best like 7-8 months, because usually you get about 2.5 months to grab heroes. So unless it's Sledgehammer, who's only here for a couple of weeks, at best you're saving yourself 11.5 months, you know what I mean? Which is nearly a full year, but it's all you get. And I did have a little schmidgen at the beginning of this video to be careful before you spend your vouchers, but all I really said in that was, hey, keep up with my, news and updates playlist where I talk about stuff that's coming back. And that's true. In fact, I have it bookmarked. There is an Epic Games official news tab. However, they only really give us several weeks heads up. For example, our latest home base report only tells us as much as Gravedigger's coming out October 9th, when in fact, this season of ventures, or this rotation of event items, is set to end mid-November. This is not an official term. This is just roughly based on past events, which we can more or less theorize based on, I know, a lot of you have really wanted me to cover this, and this is a fantastic resource. It's not perfectly accurate, but it does more or less show that Fortnite's yearly content, it is on a rotation. And having been covering the game for 3 years now, this is more or less accurate. And I can definitely confirm that we are in the Fortnitemares quest. Ragnarok, Plague Doctor, Black Blade, all of this has come back. Gravedigger is coming out tonight. That's why it's not accurate. It is not the 2nd. It is in fact the 8th. I know my webcam covers it, but the Gravedigger is actually coming out tomorrow night as I'm recording this. So that is an exceedingly good example of a weapon you should not voucher right now, because it's literally coming out tomorrow. If you're watching this video, it's coming out today. So yeah, definitely a bad time to voucher this weapon. As for the other stuff on here, we've got Raven, Bloodfinder AC, these things, I believe Bloodfinder's already come out. Spectroblade is set to return. Yeah, let's get into all this. It's just really good to be aware of this stuff, and that is what this video is for, because every time I recommend people to save their vouchers, you might not know exactly what that means. Let's start with kind of why I'm making this video, because anybody can just go to Fortnitemares and be like, okay, cool, well, we're in the Halloween event. Pretty much every hero here is off limits. And I'm going to double down on that by being specific in saying that Bloodfinder AC requires a voucher. He is either in the shop or coming out. I honestly can't remember. I think he's coming out. JonesyBot and Plague Doctor, both of these are event heroes, which after they go away from this tab at the end of the event, they're not going to be back until next Halloween. So these normally would be time-wise heroes you'd want a voucher, but practically speaking, I would never recommend either of these. But what I'm saying is they are heroes that you should not voucher right now, because they're literally right here and available. So it's safe to say that all of these are off limits. Don't get Sanguine Dusk. Don't get Dire. These are coming back almost certainly. And if I'm crazy wrong and for whatever reason Epic doesn't re-release Halloween heroes during Halloween, then all right, after this event ends and we move on to Frost Knight, go ahead and voucher them. Sorry I misled you. I mean, the worst case scenario is you just have to wait a little longer. Lamurai doesn't even need vouchers. It's very cool. Very, very cool. Normally I'd recommend to wait on Skull Ranger, but you don't need to use a voucher. It's fantastic news. But what I'm saying is anybody can scroll through these and see, all right, all of these are off limits. Don't get Arleniza, blah, blah, blah. But why I'm making this video is a lot of people ask me about Clip, who generally is released during the Fortnitemares season. And she absolutely requires a voucher and is absolutely worth a voucher. Any other time of the year, she is totally worth grabbing if you don't have her with a voucher, because she's a fantastic farming hero. I'm going to link my video on it, link down below. Really, really good for getting more loot. But This is unannounced as of now. You are like 99%. We're 99% sure she's coming back within the next month and a half. If you just can't wait, I don't blame you. I did voucher her a week before she was officially released to the game so I could make a video early. That was worth it. We were excited. It was cool. But that was because I was making a YouTube video. I don't recommend acting like that. However, if you're an endgame player and you've got a bunch of vouchers saved up, I seem to only have 4 for some reason, and you've got everything else, okay, go get clipped. That's your deal. But for everybody else, wait. Now, that's for the hero vouchers. As for the weapons, you can do the exact same thing. Go to event schematics, go down to Fortnitemares, and boom. Ghost Pistol, Candy Corn, you can't voucher the Jackal Launcher, Gravedigger, and Spectral Blade. All of these are definitely coming back. Gravedigger is announced, like I said, tomorrow or tonight, depending on whenever you're seeing this. Spectral Blade, generally a phenomenal recommendation. One of the strongest swords in the entire game. I'm going to be making probably 2 videos on it soon. I don't like to announce stuff before I make it because then I'm stuck to it. But my old video never took into account the triple attack speed stuff with Luna, and I feel like I've got more words to say. Plus, the Spectral Blade is extremely similar to the Storm King's Ravager, and was one of the top recommendations because I did a Nocturno versus Scourge video, and people are like, well, what about the Ravager versus the Spectral Blade? I'm not going to confirm I'm going to make that video, but I think it'd be very cool. If you want me to make it, comment down below, like other people's comments on that same subject, and maybe I'll think about it. Like other people's comments. All I need is to see is one comment with a bunch of likes, and that's all the motivation I need. So yeah, that stuff is definitely off limits. 6 Feet Under is universally off limits. Never ever voucher this because for some reason they're asking for a voucher, yet I'm pretty sure you can't research the purple one. This comes back to the weekly shop way too often. We see it way too regularly. It's just not worth a voucher. It could come out any time of the year for some reason. You guys definitely know in the weekly side of things, we've seen the 6 Feet Under more than anybody would like to guess, more than anybody would like to remember. It's unfortunate, but yeah. So that's basically my recommendations. Don't research anything from the Fortnitemares weapons. Obviously, nothing from the black metal section. Yes, I know a lot of you might be looking at the Metal Marauder. This, actually, I don't know if I should quote this. It was in stream chat, so it was a public forum. Magist, community manager for Epic Games, did confirm that Metal Marauder is coming out late November. This is not officially announced through a Homebase report, but I think we can all kind of guess the black metal weapons are in the Fortnitemares llamas. It is a Fortnitemares season. It'd be ludicrous for the Metal Marauder to not be coming out very soon, or at least in the next month or two. So that's, again, just another thing that's off limits, along with everything in the black metal section. I'm pretty sure most of these weapons are researchable or gettable, like, obtainable through the llamas. I think the Dirge Song, Metal Marauder, Huskgrinder, and Blackblade are the only 4. Night Owl, I think you can even get this from the llamas. Somebody in chat can correct me. I'm recording this during a stream, but I'm pretty sure I got that from the llamas. If I'm crazy wrong, again, it'll be in the event shop at some point, I'm sure, and you'll have a crack at it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if this is some kind of regular series I should make. Definitely is something I should record towards the beginning of a season, but I didn't conceptualize this until now. So thanks so much for watching. Not going to be an outro on this, just a one-take video. Subscribe if you're new. Twitch link down below, and yeah, take it easy.